the demoniacus Vama chant, VM, GVB, ZN, second word, ZNZ, third word, capital of course, ZMWIZH, and fourth word, ZMZB. Vum, vum, zm, zm, wiz, zm, zb. Vum, vum, zm, zm, zah, zm, zm. Vum, vum, zm, zm, wazah, 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 zm, zm. Okay. So typically for number 63, I said that wrong. Andras, over 30 legions, a great marquise, appearing like an angel, like a black knight with a black knight raven head on a strong black wolf, and holds a sharp, bright sword up in its hand. Its office is to cause discord, and supposedly can kill the exorcist and his folk if such an individual is not careful. The marquises are called from mid-afternoon to sunrise. I figure if you're going to exercise them, you can call them anytime. V.K. Jehanam says that knotweed is a plant to use with it, so is mustard. The numbers 255 and 556. And it's supposed to teach mind control. And it appears as a very serious being. And it uses death energy and teaches combat. And other people would say it's difficult to detect. And it infects with damage. Okay, Stephanie Conley says it can conceal. Truth. And finds resolutions of long-time problems. Michael W. Ford says it's spirit and guide of the dead, and a teacher of lycanthropy. And High Priestess Maxine of the Joy of Satan says that it can completely destroy enemies. And Aleister Crowley, a raven's head riding a black wolf. Okay. And the Order of Nine Angles says the music is Dorian, mode 4, and a G major. Traditionally, we're looking at C through D major, but scientifically we are looking at 210.42 hertz, and that's actually a G sharp, and 98.6 beats per minute in the 27th octave. And so 445.9 hertz over 440 hertz. I said the 29th octave, right? Plus 29.9 centimeters. And the lunar incenses include agar-agar, bamboo, camphor, coconut, chickweed, cucumber, hibiscus, Irish moss, jasmine, oak moss, poppy, reed, water lily, willow. And because number 63 is the last of the dark quarter. Earth incenses include allspice, althea, ambergris, asafoetida, bayberry, bindweed, blueberry, burdock, calamus, cassara, sagrada, celery, cinquefoil, civet, clary sage, clover, coltsfoot, comfrey, crabgrass, damiana, deer's tongue, dill, dittany, alicampi, eucalyptus, ginseng, goticola, grains of paradise, ground ivy, hemlock, horehound, jalap, lady's mantle, lovage, maidenhair, mandrake, melalot, mother's wort, musk, and musk root. Oh, orris, of course, orris. Like orris. Makes a good ingredient for ointments to put on before sleep. And turning to an experience from 2000, or a practice from 2011. Flowers, harros. Okay. Milk. Citrus. The renunciation of Andras on Sunday, the 30th, between 6:04 and 6:29 p.m. 3, 1 through 8. So I had extra verses involved in this one. I believe I used citrus as a scent. And 2012 would be the next to go to. And in 2012, I want to do normal because see, Ein, eye, sight, seem, color, fountain, well, face, present, before, Aun, watch, abode, conceit, think, eyed. Because I want to share experience from January 30th. Okay, January 30th seems to be a particular day for this sort of stuff. But I want to share what's here of the language involved, because the language tells you stuff that may not be in the grimoires. And you want to learn as much as possible. Some people say you don't, but the an is produce, ship, where, how, whither, solve, hither, ani, ship, island, isle, country, anon, complain, nude, nod, bemoan, remove, vagabond, flee, get, mourn, move, pity, shake, skip, sorry, wag, wonder, go wandering. Aun is produce, vigor, vanity, strength, might, force, good substance, iniquity, wicked, affliction, mischief. Ras is tread, juice. Rush, haste. Run, answer. Nud, nod, mound, continue, back and forth. Toss, heap. Run, watch, eye, affliction, eye of continuance. Os, do. Dersh, seek, commentary, inquire, require, search. Nudder, vow. Ain, nothing without weather except fail, fatherless, incurable, infinite, nor they're not. Daher gall of need, not moving thought, innumerable, neither, never, not none. Neroun, contempt. Ader, threshing floor. Ash, waste. Adir, noble, excellent, mighty, principal, famous, gallant, loudly, worthies. Adar, wide, robe, glorious, honorable, goodly, mantle, threshing floor. Nor, swallow, free-flowing, pure. Dur, dwell, dwelling, circle, ball, generate, all, mighty. All and mighty are separate words. Oh, many, many. Okay, all and many. Dur, circle. Dur, circle, the back and forth movement of man, generation. White. Ash, press, fire, despair, strong pressing down, burning, fiery, be flaming. And moving on to the experience of January 31st. Between 5:35 and 6:12 p.m. I saw tiny round spheres falling like sand out of a dump truck. I saw they were a little brighter than the surrounding environment. My eyeballs felt like air was going through them. I felt a presence in the southeast corner of the living room. I felt like I was moving and weightless. I felt a rumbling inside. I felt warm flashes. My air passages seemed clear. Phosphines abound. Shadows moved around things strangely. I felt pleasurable shivers. The pattern shook before me on the right. It felt like something got sucked into my head. Down it flowed. I relaxed. All over. I gave way a bit. I shook as I saw a light glowing about. I felt many waves of euphoria pour down my now painless self. Lights danced about like a light show on wires. I felt my skin flow, particularly on my face. I was tingly and heady. Afterwards, I still had pleasurable shivers and was pleasantly warm. And what Egyptian mystery will show itself? Yanharshu. So, sort of to be Yanhar, watcher of the six Arit. Kind of want to make sure that you get that because there's some interesting stuff here. Andur, the destitute man. Andwur, on, destitute men. Oh. And were on dwere is destitute man. And dwere is the minority. On dur, calamity, violence. I always got this fork thing to the head, kind of interesting, kind of looking if you saw that. The Yanrat is Onaris, the center of whose cult was Abydos, and Enroura would be, how do you say it in Coptic? My Coptic's a little rusty. Yanhar Nabmab. I know I keep saying my Coptic's rusty, but, you know. Bastutatha is one of the deacons, but Yanhar is, yeah, it's another way to say that. And 2013. Let's look at some more language here. Andriscus is a slave that proclaimed that he was the son of King Perseus, bring about the Third Macedonian War. Andrea was a woman of the Isle of Andros in the Aegean Sea, a title of a comedy by Terence. And in Greek we have androgynos is a man, woman, hermaphrodite, eunuch, an effeminate man. Andrizome is to behave like a man. And androktonos is a man slaying, husband slaying. Andria is a manliness, a valor, a courage. Andrios or Androdas is of a man, manly, valiant, brave. Andrahios. Okay. Andrios is a statue. And something I didn't mention, and you'll find it mentioned in more detail, but Andreas is an entity that was summoned by another entity in terms of the Enochian system, and what day are we looking at? Friday, the 1st of February, between 6:42 and 8:19 p.m. Mushli, so the Proverbs 10, 1 through 32. Revelations 15.1 through 16.21. Yeah, that's going to take a while. Daniel 5.1 through 30. From the Quran, the 1st chapter. The 3rd chapter, 1 through 9. The 25th surah, ayat 1 through 10. The 26th surah, 192 through 229. And 68:42 through 52. So, quite a selection, as in addition to the regular verses and format. 6:42 to 8:19 p.m. I calmed and stilled. All outside the right was not perceived anymore. I felt a presence to my left, and before me, including the talisman. I saw a three-dimensional pattern in the frosty gray thrice. I felt really warm and saw a green haze. I overflowed with joy and cried. I saw a white flash of lightning at head height on my right side, about 1.5 feet from me or so. I felt flowy. I saw red flux around me. All stiffness melted away. I was tingly with euphoria. I was awakened. I felt pressed in upon. I felt pulled at with euphoria once more. My normalized state returned at 8:22 p.m., as did my eyes. And remember that when it comes to some of the, that's what I remember from all that. There may be more. And as I have shared in the chart on the other side of there, that I guess it's not on top. But some of these... Sim, author of application stratification. Huh, okay. Some of these I have, you know, I've remembered stuff, but I don't remember everything. And some stuff that I listed these, it wasn't like it was all happening at once. But here's Skype, and let's start with the Enochian meditation. Yawn, 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 yawn. O you heavens which dwell in the 13th author, the author of application, stratification, and middles knowledge, are the obeyed, the subduer, the protector of mankind, of only great names, are mighty in the parts of the earth, and execute the judgment of the highest. To you it is said, behold the face of your God, the beginning of comfort, whose eyes are the brightness of the heavens, which provided you for the government of the earth, and her unspeakable varieties, furnishing you with a power of all understanding, to dispose all things according to the providence of him that sitteth on the holy throne, and rose up in the beginning, saying, the earth, let her be governed by her parts, and let there be division in her, that the glory of six may be always drunken and vexed in itself. Her courses let it run with the heavens, and as a handmaid let her serve them. One season let it confound another, and let there be no creature upon or within her the same. All her members let them differ in their qualities, and let there be no one creature equal with another. The reasonable creatures of the earth, men, let them vex out and weed out one another, and the dwelling places let them forget their names. The work of man and his pomp let them be defaced. His buildings let them become caves for the beast of the fields. Confound her understanding with darkness. For why? It repenteth me. I made man, one while let her be known, and another while a stranger, because she is the bed of an harlot, and the dwelling place of him that is fallen. O you heavens, arise. The lower heavens underneath you, let them serve you. Govern those that govern, cast down such as fall. Bring forth those that increase, and destroy the rotten. No place let it remain in one number. Add and diminish until the stars be numbered. Arise, move and appear before the covenant of his mouth, which he hath sworn unto us in his justice. Open the mysteries of your creation, make us partakers of undefiled knowledge. Madreax des pravzim Kis Gekaun Laparin Dokepax Mik
Cows, near cows, gold, fifth, spouse, is ras, Yeda, non sa, golim, Mikmadu, Yanman, Yaun Leorm Saba Saba O Auna Kis Lucifitias Peripsodus Abrasa Non Kaf Non Saf Nitaim Kauske Otil Bahatam Plos Toat non gav gimmick non sip gimmick kalzomal ras and tov glomar biare oigo tors ulp eaudaf Gohul kaus go tabord sanir od Christias Europoio theobel Buster tog no unpaid or spa dodrumne zliena el zaptil parmge peripsax ota corlust boapis lanibam of cosimp Od Christias og totern mirk gateobelel ton paumendilsmol aspian od Christias og glutoltern paraok asimp cordsis dod palod fifalsless manad od farget Banzomawas conis broda wawax tonag Ors catpel noas metamges leweth mong anke till more spagli Mohul cordzis la capemau exomaxip uta cocasungosa baglin pietayanta babalon udvargit telok vavim marex torzavoadrex oroka Abo apre tabaore preas artabasa drapan coristadobix yolcam prease arcoaseor ulcoasum catendag repair poxet sagacor vamalod perdzar kakrug Viae cormput torzum zakarodzum nespitsibse but manadas surzas tiabelton udokiklika udozasma coming from the rock towards the west was a red spike or spear. For a second there. Kind of dotty around the sphere. A couple shudders down me. Scouring feels good. kind of feeling heavy and teary.